Hey, what is up, guys? Wicked95 here, back with another video. Welcome to Wicked's Extra Wicked Reviews, and today I am back with another full review to do for you guys. This is going to be a quick review, actually. This is going to be the AEW Unmatched Series number 5, Sammy Guevarra. As of now, guys, I do apologize. I don't have anything lined up for in terms of videos. I do have a set, but it's a broken set that I'm still trying to find. Once I do that, I'll get those figures out, and then I'm also waiting on some orders that I have placed so I can get more reviews in for you guys. And I haven't been into the store, so I haven't been able to find anything that I do need. Mostly all my stores have been dry, so no worry, guys. I do still have that end of the year collection video for my room tour, basically. And I think during the next few days, I'm going to be doing various collection videos. Right now, I'm planning to do my roster, like my fig fed, things to do with my fig fed, maybe my build a figure collection, my elites collections, my mitten cards or mitten box, and then obviously my legends and my ultimates. But the legends and the ultimates are gonna be probably the last ones after the room tour, because that's like the biggest part of my room. So right now I'm just gonna do this review, and then while I wait for a few figures to come in, I am also gonna do the other collections video. So stay tuned for that, guys. This is gonna be a quick review, so let's get into it. Sammy Guevarra. This figure wasn't as cool, you know. I just got this figure because I found it at Ross for $4. I mean, there's a bunch of these that went out to Ross. Was able to see the Red Velvet and the Daniel Bryanson. I mean, the Brian Danielson. Is this the Kenny that I already unboxed? I want to say this. Haven't seen Sean Spears or the Darby Allin, but obviously these are, pretty popular. But here we go. Sammy Guevarra. Honestly, for the price, not bad. But I don't need a Sammy. But honestly, I just got it for the parts, for fodder, in because sometimes you never know when you're gonna need a certain part of a figure, and for this cheap of a price, I'm gonna jump on it. The day that I saw Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson, I was kind of in a rush, so I wasn't able to pick him up. But ever since then, I haven't seen him, or else I would have probably also picked him up. I didn't even talk about this figures. Look at this. So they gave us the Sammy Guevarra, like, regular ring gear here, but we get the inmate one. So kind of doesn't make sense there. Sammy Guevarra number 34, but then we get the picture on the back with him in the inmate suit. Sammy Guevarra, this is from Blood and Guts. And you get Sammy, Sean Spears, Kenny, Red Velvet, Brian Danielson, and Darby Allin. But yeah, these figures have dropped down significant. I mean, some of the older AEW figures are pretty expensive, but in terms of these newer ones, they're pretty cheap. And I know Jazzwares had lost the licenses, but I don't know if how that's gonna go on, because they had a bunch of new figures that were lined up that were gonna come up. So I'm not really sure what's going on. But here we have Sammy Guevarra. Now you get extra hands. This head doesn't even look like Sammy as much. He's more tan on this head. And then you have him here in this one. It looks more. This one looks hella skinnier than this one. Look at this. A little bit more chunky. Pretty loose torso, honestly. No rotation. This arm is also pretty loose. I like these bands or gauntlets that he has on his hands. Sammy Guevarra, Harris County Corrections. The back here. Then you can make a good custom with this body. That's why I got it. Double jointed knees are pretty good. Nice and tight upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. This is what AEW beats the WWE in sometimes. You have that upper thigh cut. That if you get like a WWE Elite or an Ultimate that has pants, they usually don't come with the upper thigh cut. These shoes, man, are dope. I like these runners. I don't want to move him too much or else he's going to become like pretty loose. So I also need to upgrade my setup here because I feel like sometimes it looks way too dark. Like I need more light. And right now my LEDs on my stage here fell, so I'm trying to they're not on, so I'm going to try to get them to work. So I do apologize for my video being a bit dark than usual. App crunch is loose. But yeah, this is Sammy. I do have some more the other. Which all Sammy do I have? I have the Unrivaled Sammy. I have two of those. I got one because I was collecting all the Unrivaled collections. And then they re-released it because the original one had just the same sign like 5 times. So they released it with the correct signage. So I got that one. And then I have the Target exclusive TNT champ, not TNT champion, Target exclusive, pay-per-view exclusive, Sammy Guevarra, and they did release as the TNT champion one too, but I didn't get that one from ringside. But I do have a bunch of fodders right here. I'm just gonna bring you guys this Kenny Omega, which I did switch the head for that Hangman Adam Page one. I'm also using him as fodder, so I have that Kenny. I have Hangman Adam Page. Also bought at Ross for the same price. MJF also was in that bundle there. Pretty cheap, like $4. Some of these were like $3. Some of them were $4. But this MJF was there. And then I got this Warlow from Target for like $6 as well. So these are my AEWs. And then I got these two fodder bodies, which is the Owen Hart and then El Corazón de León figures from AEW as well, from Mike Bond 23 on Whatnot. So I have a bunch of bodies that I can use for various customs or anything like that. As you can see, I switched the head from the Kenny over to the Hangman Adam Page and whatnot. So I'm thinking that you can use this black pants. That's if it doesn't fit. Does it fit? Like on this body for a Kenny. I mean, it still looks nice. It still doesn't look half bad. This one also looks pretty alright too, because it's like like jeans with a black shirt. That can also work, and you can also switch these jeans if you want to. You can play around with all of these AEW figures, except some of the bodies are like loose, like this one. So there's a lot of play with these AEWs, but I like this look right here. And I'm using this one as my general manager right now, so I can use these black pants instead. But I mean, it fits pretty good. I'm not gonna be using them as as a body for like a wrestling match or anything. So you can play around with all of these figures as much as you can, switching parts and stuff. That's what's cool about these AEWs as well. But let me know about the Sammy Guevarra, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I know not a lot of people picked it up, and if you did pick it up, because you can use the hands, you can use the head, you can use anything for parts at this point. So why not pick them up from Goodwill, So let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.